Hello, and welcome to our video on heredity and DNA. Heredity is the process by which traits are passed from parents to their offspring. But how does this happen? The answer lies in DNA, the molecule that contains the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. DNA is a long double-stranded molecule that looks a lot like a twisted ladder. The rungs of the ladder are made up of 4 different chemical bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. The order of these bases in the DNA sequence is what determines the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. DNA is organized into structures called chromosomes. Chromosomes are in the nucleus of every cell. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46. Each chromosome contains a long strand of DNA. The third pair of chromosomes is highlighted in this image. The 23rd pair consists of the X and Y chromosomes. Genes are segments of DNA that code for specific traits. For example, there is a gene that codes for eye color, a gene that codes for hair color, and one that codes for height. Genes are passed from parents to their offspring through the process of reproduction. When a sperm cell fertilizes an egg cell, the resulting zygote receives one set of chromosomes from each parent. This means that the zygote inherits 2 copies of every gene, one from each parent. The 2 copies of each gene may be the same, or they may be different. If the 2 copies of a gene are the same, the offspring is said to be homozygous for that gene. If the 2 copies of the gene are different, the offspring is said to be heterogeneous for that gene. The combination of genes that an offspring inherits from its parents determines its traits. For example, if an offspring inherits 2 copies of the gene for blue eyes, the offspring will have blue eyes. If an offspring inherits 1 copy of the gene for blue eyes and 1 copy of the gene for brown eyes, the offspring will have brown eyes. This is because brown eyes are dominant over blue eyes. So, heredity is the process by which traits are passed from parents to their offspring. DNA is the molecule that contains the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. Genes are the segments of DNA that code for specific traits, and chromosomes are the structures that contain the DNA. I hope you enjoyed this video on heredity and DNA. Thank you for watching.